a young woman vanishes, leaving her family in tears, and over a year later her story is linked with a stunning tie to a famous name.
Tonight, more than a week after a body was found inside an impounded Tesla registered to the singer who goes by the stage name David, Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, the same girl who was reported missing last year, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Office.
So what inspired the hook, "In the Back of My Mind You Died," is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear.
Before we get too deep, hit the like button, share your take in the comment, and tap subscribe with the bell so you never miss the next episode of Deranged Women. Celeste Rivas was born in California on September 7th, and back in April 2024, she slipped away from her family who live in Lake Elsinore. Now, this wasn't her first time doing this. According to reports from investigators, she'd run away before and always found her way back home. But this time, something felt off and she never showed up again. Her family didn't waste a second. They quickly reported her missing, put up flyers all over, shared her picture online, and did whatever they could to get her back safely.
It's an ongoing investigation. We have a lot of resources dedicated to bringing it to a conclusion.
Because it could be illegal to have a relationship with somebody that age.
Yeah, certainly whenever you investigate a homicide, the detectives look at all of the associated issues as well.
They told the authorities that Celeste had told them about a boyfriend named David. Her mom held on to that, though back then they were clueless about who he really was. Things took a surprising turn in September 2025. Over at a Hollywood tow yard, some workers caught a weird smell coming off a Tesla that had been sitting there, impounded after being left behind. When they looked inside, they made a shocking discovery. Investigators figured that it had been there for quite a while. That car had Texas plates and had been dumped in the Hollywood Hills before it got towed. And here's where it gets twisted. That Tesla belonged to 20-year-old David Anthony Burke, known to his fans as the artist David. This guy grew up in Hempstead, Texas, and he'd blown up big time on TikTok with his catchy songs. He just kicked off his Withered World tour the summer of 2025, out there performing when all this hit. On September 8th, while this discovery was unfolding, he was on stage, rocking an energetic show for thousands, with no idea what was going on with his car. The search got real intense when officials started digging around the spot where that Tesla was left. They spent hours at a house just a short distance from where the car was first parked, hauling out evidence bags to load into an SUV. Though they have not mentioned if that location has any significance to the case. What makes this so intriguing is the neighborhood itself. The stretch between Celeste's hometown and where that car turned up adds a whole new twist. Lake Elsinore is about 70 miles southeast of downtown LA, while the Hollywood Hills where the Tesla was ditched is this flashy world of celebrities and entertainment big shots. With its fancy homes and high-tech security setups, the area stood out. Reports state that the police were already out there the week before, knocking on doors for security camera footage. If those caught anything, they might just hold the key to what went down while Celeste was gone and how she ended up in that car. The picture got a little clearer with what her family shared. Celeste stepped out from her house on April 5, 2024, wearing gray pants, a black sweater, a hat, and Hello Kitty sandals. She was 5 feet 3 inches tall with wavy black hair and brown eyes. On the missing person flyer they spread online, it showed recent pictures of Celeste, including one where she wore a black Gap hoodie. Their Facebook post was a cry for help, full of worry and hope. It was heartbreaking for them knowing that Celeste would have turned another year older just over a week before all this came to light. It took a week for the medical examiner to nail down who she was. On September 17th, they confirmed it was Celeste Rivas. the same girl who'd been missing from Lake Elsinore since April 2024. The medical examiner said she was found in a different clothing from what she had on when she left. They mentioned a tattoo with letters on her right index finger, done in red ink. When her family got the news, her mom wasn't just torn up about losing her daughter. She was thrown for a loop learning the Tesla where she was found belonged to a David, the same name Celeste had mentioned way back. According to reports, Celeste's brother came out with more for the investigators, saying she'd gone off to a movie with him but never made it back. They're still figuring out what tied them together. David's management put out a statement saying he's working with the authorities, even while he was out on tour. But people are still wondering how she ended up in his car and why. David kept his tour going strong across the country, playing for crowds who didn't have a clue about what was unfolding. The Withered World Tour started July 30th, and he kept the shows coming even after that September 8th discovery. It wasn't until September 17th, when Celeste's identity hit the news, that he called off his Seattle show. Back in Lake Elsinore, the community remembered Celeste as this quiet, sweet girl, always polite, often hanging with friends from around the way. As the case moves forward, investigators are trying to piece together what happened during those months Celeste was out of sight. The big questions hang in the air. How did someone from Lake Elsinore land in a musician's Tesla she might have known? What went down while she was away? The weight on her family is heavy. They're dealing with the hard truth of her being gone, mixed with the shock of how it all played out. This case has also thrown a spotlight on David's career. As a young artist with a huge fan base, his tracks pulled in millions of views, making him a rising name. Canceling those tour dates hit him hard personally and professionally, and according to reports, collaborators are stepping back. Though nothing official has been said, more clues have popped up showing some kind of recorded link between the two, and investigators are digging into that.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's
bye.
been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes.
Some say David had an unreleased song named after her from December 2023, and a video dropped on her birthday, September 7th, 2022.
A big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I've seen people online take different meanings and interpretations from that one part of the song where it's like it's their past selves that's dying, and they're not even crying about it because they're evolved, they've become better people. Or
Social media has been buzzing with speculations and details that got people talking. The matching tattoos on their right index fingers, hers in red ink. Some online posts claim David reportedly met with her friends about their time together. During one of his concerts, he reportedly shared some items with fans, which some tied to a doll from her photos. David reportedly also had a habit of dropping content around September 7th, leaving people wondering if it's something deeper. Various posts shared snapshots of them together with matching outfits. Observers have picked up that one of his popular songs seems to carry a vibe of personal regret, and fans are reading into it with this case in mind. Reportedly, there was a private Discord channel where they had closer chats, beyond the public fan group, giving investigators another digital thread to follow. In several of his videos, fans have noticed he featured people looking like her, sparking talks about whether it was on purpose or not. Posts have popped up about David bringing a wreath and a notepad with pencils to his shows, letting fans pen letters to someone who's passed. A lot of this is still up in the air, and more investigation will bring the real story to light. The Los Angeles Police Department said, "At this time, they do not have a crime classification from the coroner as to the mode or manner of this sad event." With all the social media buzz about the Tesla and their connection, no official statement regarding him being a person of interest or suspect has been released. The tie between David and Celeste is a big piece of this case. Her family confirmed she talked about a boyfriend named David, but how close they were and for how long is still a mystery investigators are working to solve. Right now, Celeste's family is holding on while searching for answers. David is reportedly cooperating with investigators as his career is placed on hold. The case keeps moving with authorities taking their time to uncover the truth. Remember, danger can wear a friendly face. Stay aware, look out for others, and reach out if you need help. See you in the next case on Deranged Women. Thanks for watching.